So when you're ready, come into that nice relaxed place of peace and calm. Feel into that energy center within you, that energy with it's burning brightly with this beautiful, beautiful energy. Your energy and your soul energy really connecting in, dialing in right now, connecting to your higher self. Your higher self, really tuning into that inner guiding spirit, really connecting in. We're going to dial in, we're going to have a really good conversation with your higher self. And step into the future that you want to create. And it's going to be in technicolor, it's going to be so colourful that what you see in front of you will be incredibly vivid, and it'll be so real that you feel that you can almost reach out and touch it. So let's take some nice deep breaths before we step into the future. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And with your next breath, just make sure that your feet are planted firmly on the floor and place your palms faced upwards on your knees. Just rest your hands nice and gently. And be ready to receive this vision of your future, so that we can be intentional about what we do towards getting there, moving towards it, having everything that you want and more, being willing and open to receive those surprises and the treasure that you don't even think about, but it's on its way. Be open and ready to receive. Surrender. Surrender to all that is meant for you. And with your next deep breath, breathe in right to the pits of your belly. And feel the past melt away. Feel, just for the moment, feel the future melt away. All of the things that you may have thought about before, you never know. They might still appear today, but what if they don't? Let's not hold on to anything that we were really praying for, because it will come to you if it's meant for you, and it will come at the right time, not necessarily when you want it, but it will happen when you're ready. So as you feel into this beautiful place of complete space, a blank canvas, you're going to start adding colour to this canvas shortly. Just feel the beauty in this place of peace, where we're not concerned with the past and we're not concerned with the future, because what we're really focused on is the here and now, and feeling into this beautiful body that you've been given to experience life, and the fingers that you've been given to reach out and touch things, and your feet to enable you to move and to walk and to run and to get to all the places you want to get to, and your heart letting you know when you're off track, and your inner guiding spirit prodding you, saying, hey, I'm your intuition, follow me. I know where to go. I've experienced this. I can give you some sense of what's right and where to go. And we don't always follow that, do we? Sometimes we judge it and we get in the way of ourselves. And in this moment, there is no getting in the way of yourself, because you're coming back to yourself. You're coming back home. So come back home to yourself now and feel that home of you, in the center of you, in the core of you. And just feel into your body. Where is home to you in your body? Where do you feel that home within you? It could be anywhere in your body. Just laser in, hone in on that place within you now. And this home, this center within you, is where your inner guiding spirit is waiting for you to come back home. Waiting for you to let go of everything, just surrender and come back home to yourself. To check in with yourself, to remember what's important. Because it's so easy to make everyone and everything for everyone important. And we forget about ourselves along the way. Well, right now is your time to make your purpose your priority. To make what you want an intentional and focused plan moving forwards. It is your time to shine. And you can help other people to shine along the way. But no longer are you going to do that at the cost of yourself. You're not going to do this anymore at the cost of your vision, your life, your freedom. You're not going to do it at the cost of your peace, your adventures. The highest price you pay is by giving your life to things that don't matter. And so much time can be absorbed so easily into those things that don't matter when we're not clear about where it is we're going. And sometimes the journey on the way, because you're not clear, is just as much fun. But it just means it's going to take you a lot longer to get to where you want to go. So in this moment, in this beautiful place where we're going to get super clear, amazing clarity, just go with the flow of whatever comes to you, whether you think it, feel it, sense it, see it, hear it. Just allow the thoughts, allow the visions, allow the emotions. That's the most important thing about the journey we're about to go on. Everything else is great, but it's the emotions that will give you the motion you need towards what you want. We want to get emotional. When we are emotional about the thing that we see, when we connect to that thing that we see, when we want to move towards that thing that we see, that's when we can be in our highest intention. And through intention, we can achieve the creation of everything that we want and more. Feel into that beautiful place of peace within your body. And just say in your mind's eye, you don't need to say it out loud, you just say to yourself, I'm ready to receive. I surrender. I'm ready for all that you have for me and more. I'm willing to receive things that I haven't asked for. And I'm open to receiving the magic of all the things that I want. And so in a moment, I want you to imagine that you've landed in a scene. You're in the center of this scene. It's like you've landed on another planet. And as you land, as your feet touch the ground, you look around you. You look to your left and your right, and you can see this very, very realistic scene. And you realize actually this is real. And this is something that you would love to happen in your life. It's not connected to work. It's pure pleasure. This is purely for you. And of course, those that you love will get to benefit from it too, I'm sure. But this is just about you. This is about you getting what you want so that you can help others to get more of what they want. Because then you can be the living proof that it's possible, right? You can give people hope. So I want you to look around this scene. Take in the colours and the smells and the the intricate details of everything that you can see around you. Really laser in to the point that you can even see the stitching on the fabric. Walk around this space. This is a space that you want. This is somewhere that you want to be. This may be somewhere you own, it might be somewhere you're renting, it could be a holiday, it's wherever you want. And see yourself there, feel yourself there, feel the emotions rising inside of you. I did this. I created this. I made this happen. And you don't need to worry in this moment or think about how you made it happen. Because to be clear about the how, we've got to know the what. So see what you have created, imagining that you have already created it. We're in the future now. You're in this place. You manifested this. You created this. Look down at your feet. Notice the details on the floor. And as you look up, what are the details on the walls? Can you see pictures? Is it wallpaper? Is it paint? Is it wood? Is it tiles? What kind of detail? Really go into that level of detail. Smell what you can smell. Hear what you can hear. See what you can see. Feel what you can feel. And as you walk around this environment that you've created, just notice, is there anyone with you? Are you there alone? Are you there with someone else, or maybe many others? Who are you experiencing this with? You feel the joy bubbling up inside you because this is what you wanted. Maybe it's what you've always wanted. Breathe in this scene. You go to get yourself a drink. What is it that you're drinking? Did you pop the cork and the champagne came spilling out and you feel the fizz of the bubbles and you can smell it? Or is it something else? Are you making yourself a simple cup of tea? The simple pleasures. What is it you're doing? Are you cheersing someone with champagne glasses? Are you quiet in solitude, enjoying this space for yourself? I want you to go outside now and notice, where does this door open to? And as you walk outside, again, you realise that this is what you've manifested. Now, this might be a part of this same property that you've just been stood in, or you might just have walked into another scene. Another scene of something that you want. But right now, in this moment, you don't want it anymore because you've got it. We're not in that wanting phase where there's a gap between you not having it and having it. Now, in this moment, you are enjoying this. This is a brand new scene. And this is something else. Another place. Maybe this time, this place is outdoors. It might be outside, it might be inside. Just get a sense of where you are. And explore around. This place that you're in has all of your favourite things. All your favourite things are here. All the things that you've ever wanted to do are here. All the things you've ever wanted to have are here. All the things you've ever wanted to be are here. Enjoy this scene. Feel the emotion and the joy. You may even feel a bit emotional, the fact that you created this. And you're in awe and wonder at what you see around you. And now walk into another scene. See what you see, hear what you hear, feel what you feel. Maybe you can taste something. It's so real. And just look down at your feet. Where are you? Where are you walking? What surface? Are you on sand? Are you on the moon? Like, where are you? You could be anywhere. Feel the joy. Feel the curiosity bubbling inside you. This wonderful curiosity, the fun, the freedom, the sense of peace, pleasure, the pleasure that you're getting from all of the things that you've created, the relationships you want to have, the family that you want to have, the freedom that you want to have, the things that you'll be doing with the people that you love. And the best thing about all of this that you see around you is that you didn't have to save up anything for this, because you've created such an impact on the lives that you touch that the natural reward for that is being paid. And because you're making a bigger difference, you're making bigger money. And because you're making bigger money, you can give more money back. And so you're supporting causes, you're doing the most amazing things. And the more you're giving, the more you're receiving. The more you're receiving, the more you're giving. You've turned on a money tap, and that tap just keeps pouring. And you feel great about it. You feel great about all this money that you've got. In fact, you've got so much money. There's a truck just arrived outside where you are. And it's full of money, and all this money is flowing out the back of this truck. And you're trying to hide this money everywhere. You think, oh my God, where can I put this money? There's so much of it. And all this money is coming into the house, and you're stuffing it in cupboards, and you're putting it in places because you don't know where to put it. You've already got loads of money in the bank. All this money, it's flowing to you. And the reason this money is flowing to you is because you're helping so many people. You've got so much money, you don't know what to do with it. And you realise that you just hid that money, and you don't have to anymore. You don't have to hide your money. You don't have to hide your success. In fact, the more you own your success, the more you own what you're doing, and the more you own what you're receiving, the more hope you give to others that it's possible. You can release any feelings that you had around having lots of money, having lots of success, because actually you're enjoying yourself more. You've got more time, you've got more peace, and you're not having to save up for those things that you want anymore, because you can just have them. And that comes from a place of service. So now let's step into that future that will create where this money's going to come from. But before we do that, just take a look back over those scenes. You may feel yourself hovering up now, just rising just a few feet so that you can look over these plans, look over these scenes that you've just been witnessing and part of. And as you look at these scenes, think to yourself, okay, well, for me to enjoy all of this, what kind of business do I need to build? Because that's the life that I want, and I don't want to be working all the time. So for me to have that and to be able to make a bigger impact, what is the fastest way for me to make that impact? For me to reach more lives? For me to be the most credible leader in my industry? So now start to feel into the scene of your business. For you to have what you want, and for you to have the peace that you want, and to be able to make that difference to all the lives that you want to make a difference to. Just see yourself now in a new scene. And this is you in the scene of your business 12 months from now. And in 12 months from now, you will have set up some systems. You'll have some things that are automated, which remove you from having to spend your time on them. You'll be able to reach more lives faster. And just notice where you are and who you're with and what you're doing. Are you writing books? Are you speaking on stages? Are you being interviewed on the news? Are you the resident coach on a daytime TV program? Are you the regular column in a magazine? Just notice how visible you are. And notice how comfortable actually you feel with being visible. You feel really comfortable being here. Because you were born to do this. You were born to do this. You were born for this purpose. You were given a voice so that you could use it. You were given a heart so that you would feel into it. And it would beat throughout every part of your purpose and every part of your life. Notice what message is it that you are giving? What message are you sharing? When people ask you about your business, what do you hear yourself saying or see yourself saying to them? And this is 12 months from now, remember. We're in the future now. Really step into that place of service. See how you are serving. Feel the emotions when you're serving people. Feel how good it feels to be helping people, to be changing their lives, to be a part of their growth, to be a massive part of their transition. Your voice, your message, your gifts, your talents, your superpowers, making a difference in so many lives. And that's where your reward will come from. So just sense into it. In the next 12 months, how many lives would you want to make an impact on? And what is your fastest way to make that impact on them? Be curious. Out of all of the things you could do, what are some of the things you will do? And for that peace and that freedom and that time with those that you love, doing the things that you love, how many hours will you commit to working each day? And how are you going to be non-negotiable about the times that you work, so that you make sure that you're having a life at the same time as building this business? And with your business, where do you see your business going? Will it be in your local area? Do you see yourself traveling further afield? Will you be traveling internationally to spread this message? Do you see yourself in a physical capacity, moving to those places from place to place to make that difference? Not necessarily living there, although you could live there. But maybe you do a tour. Do you see yourself doing that? Or do you see yourself staying closer to home? Do you see everything that you'll be doing will be online? Or will you have a mix of all of them? Now imagine that you could create something in your business that releases you from having to be there personally to deliver it. Just be curious now. Maybe you've had some ideas about things that you'll create and you haven't created them yet. Maybe you've already created some things and you're not reaching all the lives you could do with that yet. What is stopping you? What has been stopping you from either making it or getting it out there in front of more people? Where have you been playing safe? No more hiding now. Because the kind of impact that you want to make, to create the kind of life that you want to enjoy, requires you to step up. It requires you to shine your light brighter. It requires you to create the path, to show others which path they need to go on. It requires you to be more visible, the most visible. It's going to require some things of you that you won't have learned before, that you won't have experienced before, that you won't have mastered before. But you're ready. You've always been ready. In a moment, I'm going to bring you back into the room so you can journal out all of the things that you've just seen, felt, heard, experienced. But in this time, I want you to really connect now. Feel yourself connecting to that higher power, your higher self. And ask your higher self, is there anything that I've missed in this vision that is intended for me this lifetime? Is there anything that I have missed out of this vision? And allow your higher self to guide you on that. There may be a message that is necessary and critical for you to receive right now. So call into your higher self now and ask the question and see what comes to you. Ask if it has a message for you. Good. Thank your higher self. Thank your inner guiding spirit. And thank yourself for showing up for yourself, for being prepared to ask the questions, for being willing to receive and to surrender. Everything you want is on the other side of impact. The more impact you make, the more income you'll have. And the more income you have, the more good you can do in the world. So it's spiritually inappropriate for you not to make your impact and make your income. It's inappropriate for you to be here this lifetime and not benefit from all of the service that you have inside you. That heart of yours is big enough to heal the frickin' planet. Your spirit is so much greater, bigger, vaster than this human flesh that enables you to experience the things you do this lifetime. But what we have here is a tiny speck in comparison to the universe that you have inside of you and all around you. It's time for you to be open to that. And I know you already are open to that, but you've still been putting the brakes on. It's time to take your foot off the brake. Kick the chocks away from those wheels. And it's time to drive towards what you want. Because the more you get what you want, the more other people get what they want. The more they get what they want, the more you get what you want. It's an infinite flow. What goes up must come down. What goes out must come back. So be ready to receive. Be ready to give more. Be ready to receive more. And be ready to come back into the room and write down everything you saw, everything you felt, experienced, touched, tasted, the whole experience. So let's take a nice deep breath now before we come back into the room. And release that breath. 3, 2, 1, open your eyes, come back into the room, and now let's write the future.